Okay, today we'll be solving the equations of straight line. Okay, actually, equations of the straight line is a first lesson in analytic geometry. Okay, and also it's a straight line. You at least needs 2 points. Okay, 2 points define a straight line. Okay, in your trigonometry, if you are given a sloping line just like that, okay, it represents a horizontal and vertical component. Okay, you're forming a right triangle, and this is a ratio of the vertical with horizontal. We call it y over x, and this angle is actually theta. We call it theta. So actually, if we let m to be your slope, okay, slope is actually a value of your tangent theta, which is y over x. Okay, so if we will draw a straight line in our x and y axis, say like that, and we call this as your point 1. So the coordinate will be x1, y1. Again, we need 2 points to define a straight line, so we randomly select a point anywhere on this line. Say this is point P, so this will be x and y, right? So drawing our imaginary triangle, this vertical height will be y minus y1, and this will be x. Horizontal distance is x minus x1. That is by definition. Okay, so the slope can now be written as y minus y1 divided by x minus x1, or y minus y1 is equal to m, let's cross multiply the value of x minus x1. That is your first equation of the line. We call it a point slope form. Okay. Next, we have the slope intercept form. Again, you're given the x and y axis. Here's your origin 0. Okay, if we draw a line like that, and the distance, the vertical distance from x-axis to the point of intersection of that y-axis, we call that distance as b, which is actually your y-intercept. Okay, again, that is called y-intercept. We need another point to define a straight line, so if we pick a point here, say that is point P, so the coordinate will be x and y. Okay. So our imaginary triangle is 90 degrees. This will be y minus b, and this is simply x. Okay. So the slope will be equal to the vertical, y minus b, divided by the horizontal, which is x, or simply by cross multiplication, this will be mx is equal to y minus b, or y is equal to mx plus b. Okay, so m is your slope and b is your y intercept. Okay, the third equation of the line is what we call the intercept form. Okay, so intercept, if you have a straight line like that. Okay, okay, so this is your point of intersection. So if we have distance a, horizontal distance from y-axis to the point of intersection of the inclined line, we call it a. That is your x-intercept. And the vertical distance from the x-axis to the point of intersection of y-axis and the line, we call it b. Okay, this is your y-intercept. Okay. So slope using the x and y intercept is simply b over a. Okay. Now, if we randomly select a point on the first quadrant, say this is point P with coordinate of x and y. So our imaginary triangle will be this one. Okay. And this distance, okay, will be y, and this is x minus a. Did I get it right? That is x minus a. No, that is actually, it's a reverse. Okay. This is actually a minus x. Okay, that is a minus x because this distance is x and this is a. So a little bit confused there. So the slope can also be expressed here by y divided by a minus x. Okay, so you're now left by b over a equals y divided by a minus x. So if we cross multiply, this will be ay multiplied by b a minus x. So ay will be ab minus bx, or ay plus bx equals ab. Okay. So to simplify this term, if we multiply both sides by the equation by 1 over ab, again, in algebra, multiplying the equations, both sides of the equation with the same value, don't actually change the value of the equation. Okay, so simplifying terms, this will be equal to yb plus x over a equal to 1, or we can express this as x over a plus y over b is equal to 1. And this is what we call the intercept form. Okay, where a is your x-intercept and b is your y-intercept. Okay, the fourth equation of the line is what we call the two-point form. So if we draw a line and we select 2 points, point 1 and point 2, so the coordinate will be x1, y1, and the coordinate here is x2, y2. Okay. So drawing that imaginary triangle, that's your right triangle here. So this distance will be your y2 minus y1, and this is x2 minus x1. Okay. So the slope can be expressed as y2 minus y1, that's your vertical, and the horizontal is x2 minus x1. Okay, now if we select a point between point 1 and 2 within the line, say this is point P, and that coordinate will now be x and y. Okay, so drawing an imaginary triangle, let's make it blue, okay, for clarity. So this will be x minus x1. Nope, sorry. This is your y minus y1, and this horizontal is x minus x1. So your slope here will be y minus y1 divided by x minus x1. So these are your two equations for a straight line using the 2-point form. So next time, I'll give you some example problem. Thank you.